It takes around 7,700 calories to burn 1 kilogram of fat, but it's not quite as simple as just cutting fat to lose weight. I'll explain why. Obviously, one of the big things that we have to consider is when we go to the gym, we're likely going to start building muscle as well as losing fat. But there's another couple of considerations that have to go in there. If we lose fat and stay with the same muscle density and keep everything the same, then yes, we will lose weight, and that is down to fat loss. If we increase the amount of protein that we're eating and subsequently remove some fat and carbohydrates from our diet, the likelihood is we'll potentially lose weight as well without actually having to burn fat, because the less glycogen we've got in our system, the less weight we'll carry. And that works in such a way that for every gram of glycogen you have roughly 3 grams of water. So we can see weight loss from a reduction in the amount of glycogen that our body's storing. Now, glycogen will subsequently be made by taking fat from fat stores, turning it into carbohydrates, breaking it down into sugar and storing it as glycogen. I appreciate that will happen, but if you have an incredibly high carb diet and you've not been exercising all that much, you'll very quickly find that as your body burns through that glycogen and you don't instantly replace it, you'll get a drop in weight. Another way that we can lose weight very, very quickly is through things like inflammation and water retention. Now, water retention can come from something as simple as too much salt. If you go out and have a Chinese takeaway, or you have a McDonald's, or you have pizza, all of a sudden the next day you'll probably find that you're a little bit heavier. That's just water. The extra salt that will be in the food will cause your body to hold on to more water so that we remain in balance. And as you work that out your system, you'll start to lose weight. While it takes 7,700 calories roughly to burn a kilogram of fat, if you improve your diet, if you eat more protein, the likelihood is you'll lose more weight than that quickly without it necessarily being fat. But where it becomes a wee problem is that as you start to build muscle, you might start to see that you're still losing fat, but not losing weight. And just remember, weight loss and fat loss aren't necessarily the same thing. Weight loss, we're just dropping weight. Fat loss, we can be removing fat and gaining muscle. And basically, that much muscle weighs the same as that much fat. So you could end up becoming leaner, thinner, healthier, and remain the same weight. And that's a good thing.